Wrestling fans, yes, it's a H-E-A-D, the host of the Wrestling Matters podcast, here to bring you another video, a podcast update, ladies and gents. That's right. I've got a lot of stuff coming up on the podcast, and I just thought I'd share them with you. I'm on different sites now. I'm on a lot of sites with the podcast now, so I'm going to tell you this right now. Episode 26, I'm recording this Saturday afternoon. This is Saturday, September 27th, as this video has been recorded. It is now 20 past 1 in the afternoon. And I'm doing this now to let you know that I've got an interview coming up. I've got a lot of stuff lined up in the process. I've got Prince Amin interviewed. I just can't get in touch with the guy on Twitter. I can't get him to reply to me back so we can set this interview up that I've got. All I can get. I've got a few other things as well with Mark Anthony, MPW, Adam Christ as well, according to Mark Anthony at least. So hopefully all that will be in the process. But until then, later on today, I will be recording an interview. Whilst this is going out, I will be recording an interview with British female wrestler Jezebeth. Hence the notes there, as you can see. There, I'm doing on here. I've got a few more bits to do as well, so hopefully that'll thing. Excuse me. I haven't got in touch with the call. I sneezed earlier on. It's feeling the after effects. Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff to do as well. Hopefully all that will pan out later on. I will put that interview up on episode 26 of the podcast, and then I will upload it separate, as a separate thing as well. So be sure to check that out. It's going to be awesome, that interview. I am very much looking forward to doing that interview. Just one slight problem. I'm a little nervous, I ain't gonna lie. It is my very first wrestling interview for the podcast. I don't know if this has gone that quick. I've only done 26 episodes of the podcast. If you discount the other EPW and MPW stuff that I've done, I've only done about 26 episodes of the podcast, and this is my very, very first interview from a wrestler as well, which I'm very much looking forward to. So she's the first person on the show to be interviewed, so I'm sure she'll be pleased about that. So be sure to check that out. The episode 26 goes out on Monday, September 29th. Be sure to check that out. I'll leave the links in the description where you can check it out, because you can check it out on Podomatic, Stitcher Radio, iTunes, YouTube as well, the YouTube channel underneath. If you're new to this YouTube channel, subscribe, leave a like on the video if you like what you see, or whatever. Leave a like on the other videos as well. If you're new, please subscribe to this channel. This is where you can hear the podcast as well. This is my channel for that. Yeah, I just can't wait cannot wait to do it. I'm on Podomatic, Stitcher Radio, like I said, iTunes, YouTube. I'm on Mixcloud as well now. Links will be in the description underneath. I'm trimming a lot of stuff down. I'm transferring a lot of the podcast, because on Podomatic there's this storage thing where if you upload too many podcasts, it's going to get to a point where I'm uploading all the podcasts and putting them on the Podomatic account. But then it's going to get to a point where I'm not going to be able to upload any more podcasts. So I have to trim the fat down a little bit. And I've transferred most of the stuff over to the Mixcloud account, because on Mixcloud you can upload as many podcasts as you fucking want, and I've already started a few of them there as well, so it's going to be pretty cool to do. And Mixcloud looks awesome, I'll be honest with you. It looks a far better site than Podomatic. Spent the Podomatic rankings on there and that, and my podcast is the 6th highest on the Podomatic for my category at least. So I will still be using Podomatic, but I won't be uploading. I have to trim the fat down a little bit as well, so I'll sort that out in due time as well when I can. It's just very complicated, the Podomatic sites and everything, and I'll be using the interview as well with Jezebeth as highlights on the CVFM podcast that I do. Tune into that, cvfmradio.org.uk or CVFM 104.5 FM. Make sure you tune in. It's the Wrestling Revolution podcast, the very first wrestling podcast for a radio show, at least to my knowledge at least. especially for CVFM. Hopefully that will be out Tuesday from 5:30, between 5:30 and 6 o'clock. I don't know what that is, but I'm just appreciative that he puts it on the air. It's episode 41 this week of the podcast as well. I've done 40 episodes of that already, and I've only done 26 of the podcast. So episode 41 of that will go out this week. I've got my Butter shirt on, as you can see, guys. I'm supposed to be working it. I normally work today, but I've got a part-time job as Middlesbrough Football Club as the part-time safety steward. But Butter are away today, so I've got the day off. I'll be working Tuesday. Come on, Butter. I've got a lot of stuff as well lined up for the podcast in the future as well. Like I say, I've got Prince and Me lined up to do an interview. If anybody else is watching this right now and fancies doing an interview, I don't care who you are. You're a wrestling fan, you're a wrestler. If you're interested in doing interviews, please hook me up. My links will be in the description underneath. Get in touch with me and I'll bring you on the podcast. I'm up for having guests on the podcast as well. If you want guests, there's a lot of other guests that I haven't had on. I've had Vicky Earls on. I've had Sunday Segway's crew. Kinney, the leader of Sunday Segue. James Powers, Mr. President himself, Mike Rodriguez. I'm hopefully lining up other people as well to come on. Crystal Taggins, Miss Paige Martin on Twitter, my fellow football fan as well. She's a Chef Wed supporter. More full hair. She's going to kill me for that. Sorry, Paige. But other than that, hopefully you enjoyed the other video as well, the reviews. Check that out as well. I'll be using that audio for episode 26 as well, so I can talk about Night of Champions and that with Monday Night Raw. Hopefully I'll get some more guests on in the podcast. Be sure to check all that out. Like I say, if you're new around here on the YouTube page, please subscribe. Help me out, please help me out. I'm doing the best I can. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'll be back again very, very soon. Be sure to check out episode 26 of the podcast. I'm just trying to check this thing out here because it's been gone off on me twice today. This is my third attempt at recording this video. It's gone off on me twice, but it's not going off now, so I'll be able to get this out. Tune in episode 26, Monday, September 29th, with the Jezebeth interview. If you want to hear the Jezebeth interview, don't worry. I'll be uploading that separate. Be sure to check that out. Hope it goes well. I'm a little nervous, but I'm sure it'll all go well. Anybody else wants an interview? If any of you wrestlers out there want an interview watching this, I will be in touch. Or if you want to get in touch with me and we'll set something up. Follow me on Twitter at Tony_Walker. Follow my podcast Twitter site as well at WM Podcast. # WM Podcast as well. For that on Twitter. And until then, I've got a towel here, I don't know why. And until then, my name is Anthony Walker, the H, that E to the A to the D. And I'll see you next time. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, the Wrestling Matters podcast, where pipe bombs matter, wrestling matters, and being fake doesn't. 100% real, 150% real, whatever percentages they are. Wrestling matters, wrestling fans. Till next time, I'm Anthony Walker. Peace out.